Most men miss this, not because it's rare, but because they've trained themselves to ignore it. Next time she smiles at you, don't look away. Just hold eye contact for 2 seconds and watch what changes. There's a moment. You've experienced it more times than you admit, but you've gotten so used to ignoring it that now it barely even registers. You're walking, minding your own business, not trying to impress anyone, not performing, not chasing, and then it happens. A younger woman looks at you, not long enough to make it obvious, not dramatic, not exaggerated, just a glance. And then a smile. Small, subtle, almost effortless. And for a split second, something shifts inside you. But before that feeling can even settle, your mind jumps in and kills it. She's just being polite. She probably smiles at everyone. It doesn't mean anything. And just like that, the moment disappears. But here's the truth that most men never hear clearly. It's not that nothing happened. It's that you've trained yourself not to trust what you see. That doubt didn't come from nowhere. It was built slowly over years from things you heard, things you believed, things you accepted without questioning. Attraction fades with age. Younger women only notice younger guys. You have to try harder now. So without realizing it, you started filtering reality, ignoring signals before they could even fully register. But here's the part that changes everything. That smile wasn't random. Human behavior almost never is. It doesn't show up loud. It doesn't announce itself. It shows up quietly and then waits. Waits to see who's paying attention. And the men who miss it, they're not lacking anything. They just haven't seen the full picture yet. Let's slow this down, because this is where most people get it wrong. You've been conditioned to believe that attraction requires effort, that you have to impress, perform, prove your worth. That's how younger men operate, always trying, always adjusting, always chasing validation. But something changed in you, and you didn't even notice when it happened. You stopped trying so hard. You stopped seeking approval. You stopped needing the room to validate you. You just became present. And that right there, that's where real power begins. Because real confidence isn't loud. It doesn't demand attention. It doesn't try to be seen. It's felt. It shows in how you stand, how you move, how you don't rush, don't react, don't chase. That calm speaks before you ever say a word. So when a younger woman smiles at you, it usually isn't planned. She didn't think it through. She didn't calculate it. Her mind didn't decide. Her body did. It was instinctive, natural, automatic. And that's what most men fail to understand. They hear confidence is attractive, but they stop there. What she's actually responding to is deeper, way deeper. It's the calm control, the quiet strength, the grounded presence, the energy that doesn't need to prove anything. And in a world full of noise, that stands out. Younger men are still figuring themselves out. They react fast. They try hard. They seek validation. They chase outcomes. But you're steady. And that contrast gets noticed. But here's something even deeper, and this is where it becomes powerful. That smile isn't always about attraction. Sometimes it's about comfort. You're not pushing the moment. You're not trying to control it. You're not trying to win anything. And that creates something rare, something most people don't even realize they're looking for: emotional ease. For a brief moment, she doesn't feel judged. She doesn't feel pressure. She doesn't feel like she has to perform. She can just exist, and that feeling is incredibly rare. Sometimes that smile is a silent question. Is he really as calm as he seems? And what happens next depends entirely on you. If you react too quickly, look away, get awkward, or break the moment, it closes. Not because you failed, but because you never allowed it to grow. Men who chase react fast. Men who understand allow. They don't rush the moment. They stay in it. They let it breathe. And that changes everything. But here's the deepest layer of all. That smile isn't about your age. It's not about your looks. It's not about your status. It's about something internal. A sense that you're settled, that you know who you are, that you're not searching anymore. And that creates a quiet, powerful presence. Most men don't even realize this shift has already happened inside them. You remember a time when attention had to be earned, when everything felt like effort. So now, when it comes naturally, you question it. But that doubt, it's not humility. It's an outdated belief that no longer matches who you've become. So next time it happens, don't ignore it. Don't overthink it. Don't dismiss it. Just notice it. Hold eye contact for 2 seconds. Not longer, not intense, just enough to stay present. And watch what happens next. Because sometimes what looks like nothing is actually the beginning of something. And most men, they miss it. Not because it isn't there, but because they were never taught to see it. If you're starting to see things differently now, you're already ahead of most men. Subscribe, because what you've been ignoring might be exactly what changes everything.